move on to how you should deal with Magician's Red. And this is where things get relatively simple, but can also get a little complicated. It definitely depends on the user you're fighting and how smart they are. I can tell you with almost complete certainty that in about a week or so, pretty much everyone that's playing Magician's Red has a grand total of 4 brain cells. And so odds are they'll do the same things over and over and over again, and if you manage to catch on to that, you should be okay. The biggest advantage you have here is distance. If you have any sort of projectiles, you should be using those as much as possible while staying out of range of their projectiles. Since Crossfire Hurricane Special is easily blocked and Crossfire Hurricane, the regular one, can be avoided fairly easily, the last thing you really want to do if you have good projectiles is to get in close. The closer you are to the opponent, the more likely you are to get hit by Red Bind, and if you get hit with Red Bind, you're going to tank a bunch of damage that you don't want to be getting hit by. The other best thing you have against Magician's Red is if you have some sort of stand with a counter, you're in great shape. Both the projectiles are heavily telegraphed, and some of the better counters in the game can almost hard counter Magician's Red. Almost, because Red Bind and Bakugo still exist, but you can pretty much invalidate any of their projectiles in neutral if you have a decent counter. But I know the people that are sticking around right now don't have either of these options and are getting obliterated constantly by brain-dead Magician's Reds who are just pushing buttons and continue to win. Well, for those people, I'll tell you that you need to slow it down. Magician's Red only has one move that can block break you, so the only way they're ever going to block break you is more than likely with a spec move, and all of these moves except for Pierce Strike are reactable and you can just let go of block. So the name of the game here is block, block, and block some more. The best way to bait them into using one of their stupidly easy to block moves is to punch them with one M1 and then immediately hold block. M1s have next to no end lag, so you can block very